All right. So you already know what it is. Music is me radio. You know, this ain't the first time. This ain't our first rodeo. I definitely want to give a shout outs to my motherfucking host, the most with the most. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, music is me. Um, Radio is something new. Me and the Jones are doing. So we both are the hosts. I'm not the host by myself. So I appreciate everyone that's here. The Jones, you got anything to say to the peoples?
Yo, what's going on with it? It's your boy the Jones, man. Represent music is me radio, man. This is cool. Appreciate you for having me on here, bro. And let's get it popping.
Listen, I feel like the people appreciate you more. You know what I'm
I
saying? Like,
appreciate
like,
them too.
like, like. I appreciate you, but I feel like the people that support you appreciate you as well. You know, so starting off
Hmm.
this year, um, how was your beginning of the year? How was it like? Because I'm sure, we talked about 2021. I'm sure you had a lot of things going on in that year, but it seems like for this year, you pushing more than what you have pushed last year. Is that something that you plan on doing, or that's just something that comes along with what you're doing?
Yeah, definitely. That's something that comes along with what I'm doing, man. Because I'm still pushing, man, and things just gonna grow. Things just gonna grow bigger and better and keep going and going. And I think with this year, I got more fan support than anything. A lot of things kind of slowed up for me, but the fan base is definitely growing.
Like when you say slow up, because I'm sure a lot of artists would like to have an explanation. Like, what do you mean by slow up?
Well, that's it. I didn't do. I did, well, I did some shows this year. I did a lot of shows this year, and I had my first headlining show in Denver, Colorado ever, which was a major success. But I kind of slowed down on the shows. Um, I came out with two projects this year. Me and 4 or 5 did one, and then I did the Jones play.
Right, right.
But yeah, man.
Go ahead, I'm listening, brother.
Yeah, but the slow up is just with shows, man. I didn't really travel that much this year. I was just focusing on, just getting new music out and getting new merch done. And speaking of new merch, I just sold out of my bandanas. I appreciate everybody
Yeah,
who
I'm gonna get it.
supported that.
I'm gonna get into all that, man. We definitely ahead of things right now. We're gonna get into all that. I just need to know the transaction of how strong you was and became after 2021. You know what I mean? Like you didn't, you said 2021 that in 2022 you was gonna work harder and do more. Do you feel like you have accomplished that? And we already in September.
I think in a way I could have did a little bit more, but I don't. Yeah, I don't feel like the word picked up like I wanted it to, but I'm working on it right now.
So you feel like this year was a better year than last year?
Man, every year is better than the last.
That's what I want to hear. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I want to hear because you don't you don't go back, you go forward. You feel me? And
Exactly.
in other words, you don't get smaller, you get bigger, you grow. In time.
Definitely. Definitely.
Definitely, it definitely always feels good to talk to you. We've known each other for over 7 years, 8, probably 9. Who knows, man? I know we've known each other for a lot of years. But you was talking about your merch. I know that you have done merch last year. Um,
Mm.
and I see you coming up with more ideas every year. It's different. What made you want to do the
Mm.
bandanas? Because I know you got shirts. Eventually, you have bucket hats and all that. But what made you do the bandanas?
Well, with the bandanas, man, like I know a lot of people that like bandanas, and one of the, that's one of the hot commodities I've seen that every artist puts out is bandanas. And sometimes, when I go to people's houses and stuff like that, one thing they like to do is they hang their bandanas up. You know what I'm saying? And I figured maybe I need to do it, and it was a good idea because I sold out under a week.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. That shows the support.
Definitely.
Um, I know you have wristbands, shirts, bandanas. Um, what would be your other merch if you was to think about trying to come out with more merch?
Well, to tell the truth, that's crazy you asked that because this morning I had put up a post saying, what else should I do? Just trying to get the fans insight because, of course, everything you want to put out, you want it to be a success. So I was asking the fans, and of course, man, everybody want them bucket hats, man. I'm trying my hardest to get them done, and see what we can do to get it going, and I know those is gonna go. But other than that, I was thinking, maybe some lanyards or some keychains or whatever. I'm trying to do as much as I can. I'm trying to expand out because shirts. I've been doing shirts and tank tops and stuff like that for a couple years now, and I think I want to expand out to other things. But definitely like keychains or lanyards or pins and stuff like that.
Right, right. Now that you have expanded your brand beyond music, I always ask you this question because I feel like all artists that are trying to come up need to hear this. Is it important
Mm.
for you to have merch behind your music?
Yes, definitely, because when you do have merch and you have things to represent you, that's a great thing. Plus, people are walking billboards, man. Like whenever people see somebody wearing your stuff, people are gonna ask what it is. Like whether they're interested or not, they're gonna ask what it is.
So it's important for you to brand yourself and have merch than just have music, right?
Exactly, because your name is a brand, and wherever you go, you have to brand yourself.
That's correct. Do you do you feel like your music is getting better as the years pass?
Yes, definitely. I think one of a couple reasons why I think it is getting better is because with production quality, like I'm still able to keep it simplistic, just with more sharper sounds, and then plus my subject matter is getting tighter, and and I've perfected writing at this point.
Yes, finally, finally, finally. Listen,
Right.
listen, listen, listen. Now that we got past the merch, y'all go cop his merch, man. He got some dope bandanas with his purple logo. A lot of youths do love the color purple, and that's more or less the color that he loves to use because anybody can literally have that color. But salute to the Jones. Let's get right into it. Hey, yo, listen. We ain't gonna go bypass the Jones play. We are not doing that. We're not going bypass that. Now, for those that are listening, yeah, I'm kind of hyped and feeling excited about it. Literally, I do because this project right here. Listen, listen. Jones Play. It's a project that y'all really need to go out and pay attention to and listen to. Only for the fact is that this new project is totally really different. A lot of people would say that it's not, but it is. Okay? It is different. Okay? Now, what I mean by different is he took his time with this project. Okay? He's got a bunch of other projects that he done already. For most of you that know, of course, most of you do know. But for those that don't, get hip to the Jones. The music is there. His performance, he do shows. He got merch. He tries to connect with people. He's not closed minded. One thing is he's very humble and grateful for a lot of things. So let's get into this Jones play, right? Because you did do a new project called Jones Play. Now, I'm not gonna ask you about the songs yet. I want to know. I know you rep your name so hard for your family. I mean, you hold that. I don't even want to curse. You hold that thing. I mean, literally carry that thing on your back for real. Like Jones, you really, really, really push that name to the max, and you have come far and still going, still pushing. Now, what was the cause of you naming your latest music project that you just dropped called Jones Play? Why Jones Play?
The reason why I called it Jones Play is because I believe in lyricism even to this day. It was inspired by the wordplay. It's inspired by the wordplay. Whenever people, talk about lyricism, we talk about wordplay. So I was thinking, I was like, man, this is me. This is my stuff. And this is my lyricism. So instead of saying wordplay, Jones Play.
Do you feel your wordplay is getting better?
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all heard it right here. Y'all heard it right here. It's not hard to tell. Y'all heard it right here, straight from the Jones. Now, I always. I think this is one of the questions that I always ask because I feel like a lot of artists lose their balance with their fans, right? Do you interact with your fans? Like, you ever thought about? I know you interact with them on the net. I see you do that. But for those that don't know, do you interact with your fans?
Yeah, daily. Definitely daily,
Now,
man. Like,
I want. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening, brother.
no, I just said like just whenever somebody hit me up or hit me with a question, I just opened up a new like group chat inside of my Don't Sleep on the Jones community.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it, man. And people is is welcome to talk at any time they want to, and I get back to them when I can. Sometimes people hit me late at night, and I could be asleep. definitely when I wake up and I see it, I will respond. You know.
That's definitely good to know. So y'all already know, y'all fans, don't be afraid to hit him up. Run his shit up. Go all in his DM. Ask him any questions you want. I'm telling you myself. I'm not even gonna throw the part that I'm a manager out there because at the end of the day, I'm a part of him regardless. You know, no matter what.
Yeah.
And I try to do the best that I can, and that's how I always been. But if y'all, yo, listen, any questions y'all have about how he run, how he do his thing, how he just going about certain stuff that he does that y'all like, don't be afraid to hit him up. Cause you know why? He's the type that'll give it to you freely. You know what I'm saying? That knowledge, he'll give it to you freely as long as you're willing to go use it and don't use it against him. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you go grab that experience from him, let it be known that man put something on your mind that you probably never thought of, that you asked him about. So take advantage of that, y'all. As y'all as a fan, man, honestly. The Jones, have you ever thought about trying to do a meet and greet?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. That's something that I would love to do. That's always something that I wanted to do. But, of course, I just want to I want to expand myself and, and get it going before, I could really do that because I want to touch the people in person, really. And, yeah, well, it'll happen. It'll happen one day, man. It'll happen.
Yeah, because I've been with you. I mean, you did so many meet and greets when you was in the battle rap community. It wasn't even funny.
Yeah,
You could actually say it was like meet and greet because you would be at events and people can actually get to talk to you and get to have conversations. So it's
right.
definitely good. Definitely is. Now, Jones
Mm.
play. Let's get back to that because we're not going. Listen, listen, listen. One more time. Listen. How many songs do you have on Jones Play?
On Jones play, I think there's like 7.
You got about 7 songs on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your first song? What's your first song?
The first song.
Yeah.
The
What's
first
your
song is
first song?
called Chasing Rabbit.
Chasing Rabbit.
Yeah, the first one's called Chasing Rabbits.
That's one that I definitely wanted to get an update of that. Why Chasing Rabbit?
Mm-hmm.
Why that? Why that? Why that title?
Well, Chasing Rabbits is that. That's it, man. It's actually like it's a mixtape track, man, and it was from this artist named Easy Mac. Shout out to him. He's a great producer, and he does that. He's just a different artist, and that was just the name of the song. So that's why I just named it that. But I am a fan of weird titles and stuff like that, and plus it's on the hook and all of that stuff.
That was kind of a weird name to name it. Was that like just a thing that you just wanted to do just to do it at that spirit of the moment?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's
It just
I
it
don't
just
know,
came out
man. But
chasing
I love
rabbits.
that title. Yeah, yeah, man. I love that title though, man. It was cool.
I
So I
hear
just
you.
used it.
I hear you. We gonna go ahead and definitely talk about where did you record that song at? Where the instrumental came from. First of all, where did you record that song at?
I recorded that at the crib, man. Right
So
at the
you
crib.
produced it. You produced it yourself.
Yeah, yeah. I said, yep. I said, hey, I recorded and engineered that song myself. But
That's
yeah, like I said, it's from a guy named Easy Mac. He's a producer plus
salute
rapper
to
and stuff,
him.
but he's mostly a
Salute,
producer.
Salute to the beat maker. Say his name one more time for me.
Uh, Easy Mac.
And there y'all have it. You know what I mean? Beat maker. I'm telling y'all better listen, pay attention. I don't be trying to get him to talk about his music life just to talk it out. I want others to learn and pick it up. You know what I mean? They got any questions? Like I said, go straight to him. I always say that. Pay attention and listen. Now, Dilla, 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 Dilla. Let's talk about your second song on Jones Play, Dilla Freestyle. I feel like this was one of them, my opinion. I feel like this is one of them where you just was like, you know what? I need to let this go. I feel like that track
Right.
was something that you had inside you and you've been wanting to let it go. Why you named it
Right.
Dilla? Why you named it Dilla?
Because the the actual track was a Jay Dilla beat, and I had never ever recorded over a Jay Dilla beat. And then plus, it was actually a tribute to him, and I wanted to be respectful. If I'm gonna touch on his beats, I need to go off.
Right, because you did go all out on that one. Why did you put it? Why, why did you put that song number two? Out of all the songs, why did you put that one number two?
The reason why that one number two is because from chasing rabbits with the heavy bass and production and everything, then I wanted to switch the style immediately and go into something, kind of boom bap and traditional. So that was the second one I wanted to do. And plus, who don't like Jay Dilla, you know what I'm saying? So why not? Why not?
I just figured I figured I'd ask you because it was like so fit in. You know what I mean? Like where the song is at, it's like perfectly right after chasing rabbits. You know?
hmm hmm
Yeah. Let's let's move on. Let's move on because one of the hardest is number three. One of the
hmm
hardest. Okay? One of the hardest. You heard it? Okay. Now, where were you when you first thought about these bars from that song? Where were you? What state of
Okay.
mind was you? What state of mind was you when you thought about writing these bars for one of the hardest?
Okay, well, I can give you just a tiny backstory of that. Well, the first thing is I had made this song. I actually made this song. Yeah, I actually made that track in 2017.
Right.
It
I
was
didn't.
it
I
was
didn't
a
want to. I
it was
didn't. I didn't.
yeah
I didn't
yeah
want to say it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to laugh. That's why I was laughing. I'm like, I know where this song comes from. I know.
oh yeah definitely yeah man, but yeah yeah, I recorded that back in 2017. That was a track that I wanted to get out for so long, and I was just sitting on it because I had I had this idea that I needed to do this. First of all, the beat is what was it? It's a DJ Premier beat actually.
Okay.
That was a DJ
Nice.
Premier beat. I'm gonna just put that out there, and
Nice.
it was for Royce the 5'9", and of course, I had to go off on that. Royce the 5'9" touched that, and he did phenomenal. And a lot of people don't know there is a second verse that I had to take off of the song, and it was a feature that I had from this alternative artist. He was He was with a former rock band that I was cool with, and he said some disrespectful things on there that I couldn't allow. Cause the guy that runs the band, he's like one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't put that on there. But my verse was actually me just addressing some people talking crazy about me. That's all.
Right, right. Um, it's always good to hear, backstories, on some of your songs because you're just not a person that just write a song to write a song. When you write a song,
Mm-hmm.
you put your heart into it. Forget your all. You put your heart into it. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you fight your own soul when you're in the studio doing your music because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
every project is so different, and if people really pay attention, there's always something different in every project, whether it's the name title, whether there was a line that you said in one of the songs, or one of the songs, so it's so much into it. That's why I'm gonna keep saying this. People really need to pay attention, to the Jones. Uh, he's a gifted artist, and I don't say that because I'm a friend to him. Because before me and him became friends, brothers, family, we had I had to grow into knowing who he was before I can get to actually meet him. So I went and I learned a lot of history on who the Jones was in the battle rap community. And plus, at that time, I was watching a lot of battle rap leagues, and AHAT was one of them. Shout outs to OD, no matter what, you know, shout outs to everybody that actually been through our lives. Let's just put it like that. Shout, shout outs to y'all.
Fact.
At the end of the day, we stay working, but I know history of the Jones. So when I do talk to the Jones, I tend to probably sometimes go a little bit overboard because I know a little too much, and I know that a lot of people that follow him know only the present history of him, and then there's some that do know his past history. But for those that don't know, it's always good for me to have these conversations with the Jones because I have an experience with the Jones. Before the Jones knew who I was, I was always a big, huge support to him, and I still am. That doesn't change, as you can see. Music is me.
Facts.
Um,
Facts.
I appreciate that. Music is me. Is both of us. Okay. Now we all go through changes too. Like I said, our, our changes don't make us connecting, going beyond being there is what matters. At the end of the day, we can disappear for 2, 3 years, but you know what? We stay connected. We stay with the same vibe when we do connect. That's why our interviews and whatever you see us doing go so smooth. Why? Because I already know the Jones and the Jones knows me. I don't have to say the Jones know me. He knows me. Why? Because I took the time to know who the Jones was. That's why. So if you take the time to
Mm.
know these people, if you take the time to know these people will take the time to know who you is. Nothing goes unnoticed. That is my new line. Nothing goes unnoticed. So I want everybody to just, really take heed to a lot of things, when me and the Jones try to talk because, we try to expand ourselves beyond just music. I'm going to say it, life itself. That's what we attack. We attack life itself into better. Let's get back into this. I had to let that out, my bad. But y'all know how I am. Me and the Jones go way
No, you
back.
good. You good.
We go back,
Yeah, you
and I
good,
don't
man.
and I don't want nobody to get that misconstrued. And I always, you know what's crazy? When sometimes when I talk to my brother the Jones and I feel like I know that I'm slacking somewhere, he's one of the first ones that I tell that I let him know why, because he's been a
Right.
part of my life. He has been a part of my life through the history of music. That's why I am the way I am with the Jones. Now let's get back again. Let's get back to this Jones play, man, because this is a different atmosphere when me and the Jones are on a
Mm-hmm.
radio or interviewing, And I don't have to tell you this. I can walk away and let the Jones take over, and he'll go right smoothly with it, and he'll tell you himself. Don't let me tell you. I'll let the Jones tell you too. All right, Jones play. Jones play. Let's get back to this. Jones play is his latest
Mm-hmm.
project. Okay, we went to 3 songs. Chasing Ravens, Dilla, one of the hardest. Now we're gonna go to number 4, because number 4 is called. It's kind of crazy because we can all go through changes, but there's a whole bunch of different changes in change. Okay, this song is called
Right.
"Things Change," not "Things Changed." Things change.
Right.
What made you? First of all, I love the song. It got a lot of meaning to it.
Right.
How did what was the angle you took in this Things Change? Explain to the people why the song is called Things Change.
What's called things change is because, dang, this is you want to know what's so crazy? Like things change, and one of the hardest are the two. Yeah, things change, and one of the hardest is the two most popular songs on the whole thing. But
Awesome.
things change. The reason, huh?
I said awesome. Awesome.
Well, the reason, yeah, yeah, but the reason why the thing with things change is I actually I like it's basically it was a reflection on how far I've come and how many people changed up and how many natural situations changed up,
In
living
other words,
situations
in,
changed up.
in other words, changes through everything.
Yeah, just throughout
Nice.
the whole aspect of life, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
definitely. That's
yeah,
always it's always good to
yeah,
know. Go ahead.
yeah, definitely. But I'm not even gonna lie. It's just mostly just with people.
Right, right.
People change up in your life all. Yeah, people change up in your
Yes.
life all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I-
Especially based on your success. People,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I mean, I mean, it's
people
out there.
change, man.
People do change, and you've been through a lot of changes. So me being
Yeah,
here, me being
mm,
here, and noticing so many changes within your side that it teaches me to be a right person towards you. You know what I mean? Like the right type of person, the type of friend. You know what I mean? That I should be. And, I should keep
mm,
on. There supporting you. Regardless, no matter of the fact of how many changes we go through in life. Okay, but salute to you, man.
right,
Now,
right.
now, grind season. I see production by Just Blaze. You know,
Yeah.
um, grind
Mm-hmm.
season. Grind season. You've been grinding your whole life, literally.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been called Grind Life. That's what it should have been called. I feel
Yeah.
I feel like you should have called that song Grind Life. Like you've been grinding your whole life, the Jones. Like
Yeah.
grind season is one of those, man. Grind season
Oh
is
yeah,
one of
man. Grind
those
season.
that that you could sit back and listen to and really feel the whole vibe of it. This shit'll make you want to get up and go and do what you're supposed to do in life. That's a fact. That's what I got from
Right.
grind season. That's what I definitely got from grind season. Where did you record this song at?
Man, once again, it's another. To be honest, it's another old song from 2017, man, and
Right,
that's
right,
when.
right.
But yeah. But I held on to it because I had got this beat from a contest,
Right,
and
right.
Just Blaze himself was saying like, "Hey man, artists, get on this, fuck with it."
Oh,
Yeah. Like,
you was asking people to
yeah.
get on the beat.
He was like, get on here, fuck with it, do this, do that. So he basically gave this one out, and I had to touch it, man. Come on, man, Just Blaze, come on, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, of course, of course. Shout out to Just Blaze, of course, definitely. Grind season.
I was like, I was like, definitely, I wanna touch it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
So
you joined.
I
You
went
joined.
ahead and did it. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I went on ahead and did it. I touched it, and I thought I did a great job on it. It was just I was like, man, I'm gonna save this for a good day. You know what I'm saying? And
no, you came out with it the right
yeah,
time.
it was a perfect time to come out with it.
That's dope. That's dope, man.
Perfect.
That's 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 definitely, like I always say to you. It's always great to hear, the breakdown. I always gonna ask you, like this next song, number 6, that you got on here, Freedom. I think when I hear this song, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't know. I get sentimental, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When I seen the title, it was something else. But when I was listening to the lyrics, it was like the freedom you talking is like freedom in all life things. No matter what you doing, what you put yourself into, everything got to do with freedom. Like what made you
Mm,
go so deep in this song, which is a freestyle.
man,
Freedom is a freestyle. I mean,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
what was the experience of writing those bars? What was going through your mind?
And it was well, to tell the truth, when I first wrote this one, this was in 2021.
Right, last year.
Um,
Last
I
year.
and it and to tell the truth, this song was actually a feature. Um, but the song didn't transpire or anything because the artist that I was doing it with, he kind of backed away from it. So that's why I just took it into my own hands. That's why it's only one verse long and no hook.
Right.
But I felt I had to get that one out. I had to get that one out.
No, I definitely get what you're saying.
Hey, yo, man. Yeah.
But
They ain't ready for this truth we about to spit, man. You feel me?
I don't know. I had to play freedom, man.
Right.
I gotta play freedom.
The way the world is looking bad. But a blessing in disguise. We gotta sit and think fast. The government give you $600, sit back and laugh. While they making hella money, economy finna crash. But they really don't care, cause families doing bad. All they say is sit home, continue wearing your mask. And these politicians need to be kicked all in their ass, cause all they want is the control way more than they want a bag. Pay attention, they got the wrong people in position. We don't need the system, all we need is our vision. People so brainwashed, they just sit there and listen. Knowing something ain't right, listen to your intuition. What's the solution? Man, we gotta fight. They divided us, now it's our job to reunite. Connect with our true self, forget the views and the likes. And if we take back our freedom, in the end, we'll be alright.
No, we don't want to play too much, even though that was like the ending of the track, but I want y'all to
Mm.
go experience it for yourselves. This is something different.
It's,
Jones Play
it's,
just had to
it's
let
just
y'all know
like,
it's a whole different vibe. The Jones now, I know Faith is not.
Back in this bitch. You feel me? We got a blaze.
I
Yeah.
know Faith is the
Monday
outro,
comes to the flow. I've been counting up my digits. When old friends.
but you wasn't rapping. I felt like you was more talking and the
yeah,
vibe of it. You was on the. I mean, your flow. Of course, you was on the flow. You was spitting the bars, but I felt like you was talking more than. I felt like you was pushing to talk more than literally rapping or rhyming. How you get in your zone. You feel me?
right,
Like,
right.
and plus it was an
Mm-hmm.
outro, so it was something to finish off the whole project. I'm gonna be honest with
Right.
you. Um, Faith, the outro. Why an outro? Why did you decide to put an outro out and not an intro? You know I gotta
Well, with Faith,
I gotta ask you those questions.
oh yeah, yeah, no doubt.
You
No,
know
I
I
have
do.
to say with Faith, yeah, yeah, with Faith, man. Basically, I was just talking about how I actually just got out here and just started doing this. Just started getting on my game where I'm starting to travel. I'm starting to do other things. And a fun fact, this song was supposed to be
Boy said travel.
yeah, this
Yeah,
song was a yeah, yeah this huh.
I say y'all heard that travel. That's what he's doing. Go ahead, keep it
Yeah,
going.
man, that's yeah. I was really hitting points on that, and the fun fact, man, the song was supposed to be longer. I sent this song to Justice,
Right.
and Justice just never had time to do it. So I just kept that one verse and just put that out.
Nice, nice, nice. Now Jones Play. I noticed that it got a lot of classic songs on on it. Um, these songs, all of them, is it the first time you have really put them out? Like your classic songs, like your old songs, like that you put on there?
Hmm. Well, these songs, man,
Have you put like
I don't
I'm
know, man, but at the same
saying,
time,
out of the four or
but
five, out of the 4 or 5 classic ones that you got on here, do you feel like you needed to bring them out, or some of them already been out and you didn't, and you're just bringing it out? How many of them are exclusive that you never really put out, and they are a classic?
I would say all of them except for grind season. Grind season. The reason why I would say it's not exclusive is because I told you it was from a contest. So I
Yeah,
just
yes, yes, yes.
touched it and put it into and put it out for the contest. But when I didn't win that contest or whatever, I was just like, okay, cool. So I took it down, smashed it down, and now I was just like, I'll just save it for a better day or whatever. But I thought it
For
was time to bring it back out.
Right, right. For those that don't know, you see, all exclusive. You hear right here, because um, I always say something old to you is always new to others. So
Right.
pay attention when the Jones drops anything, even the footage of him talking, because he's always working, always working. Remember, don't forget to follow us, okay? We are Music Is Me Radio, okay? My boy is working. I want to ask you one more question because I'm sure the people do want to know. I know you have been doing a lot of shows. Yes, you have. For those
Mm.
that don't know, follow the Jones HM. Okay, he has been doing a lot of shows. I want to ask you, how many shows have you done this year so far?
That's a great question. Um, I
Because you're so
think, oh
active,
man, I don't even
very
know.
active. You
That's
are
a,
very,
yeah,
very active.
I don't know.
Yeah, you very
Yeah, to
active.
be so honest, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what that means? That you know what that means,
Like,
y'all? That means that he be working so much he can't even catch up with his own shows. He can't, and that means he's grinding. That's important. I want everybody to listen. That this is important. You have to grind. You have to put yourself out there. You can't be selfish to yourself. You have to expand yourself. You have to push. You have to keep going. Nothing is life.
yeah,
Nothing in life is so much better than you knowing yourself that when you achieve these goals, you did it. You did it. Yeah, you
right.
did it with a few people, but you did it. Okay? You did it. I don't never take credit for nothing. I always say they did it. Y'all know how I am. This is family. The Jones, um, last last question. Not last question. I can't even say last question. When is your next show?
My next show. Okay. Um, I said, man, right now, man, I'm working out some details right now, man, but
Okay.
right
Okay.
now it's hard to say. It's hard to say right now, but I do have some ideas in the
Okay.
works, and I do got some. I am talking to people right now.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Because that's important to stay talking to the people. That's how you get your shows and stuff like that. That's good. Um. So
Right.
this is it right here. Your next project. When is your next music project? Because you know what? I'm not gonna say it for the peoples, but I know I'm desperate to hear something new. New. You know what I'm saying? Like we definitely
Right.
want want that solid project before the year ends. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I feel like Jones' play was a big boom, and I feel like you can go out this year with a bigger banger. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, are you
Well,
planning to do another project before the year ends?
that's a good question. I really thought about it. But I had asked my fans who they love Jones play so much. I asked them, should I make the second one? And that's what they want.
Awesome,
So,
awesome, man. That's good to know, man. So y'all heard it. You know he's about to drop another project, and he normally don't really be saying too much until the project is like halfway done. So y'all hearing it right here, exclusive. You know me, I'm OG Variety. Follow me on Instagram. This is my brother, the Jones. Let them know where they can find you at on Instagram.
yeah, Instagram, the Jones HM, man.
And he shout outs my brother. Yo, shout outs to you, man, and shout outs to all the supporters. Shout outs to y'all
Oh,
for
yeah,
making this
man,
happen.
definitely.
Shout outs to
Definitely.
y'all. Any shout outs to my
Yeah,
brother?
definitely, man. Shout out. Yeah, man, shout outs to my mother, man. We've been rebuilding our relationship. Shout outs to my mother.
Hmm.
That's it, man. Shout outs to my Jones Kings and Queens. To my Uncle Tiger, man. Shout outs to you, man. For real. 'Cause we've been rocking for a long time. Yeah,
All
we've
right.
been rocking for a
Yes.
long time, man. Yeah, for real. Shout outs to my brother 45, man. Shout outs to uh, damn, man.
Shout outs to
Man, just
everybody that support.
just shout
Yo,
out to
listen. Shout outs to
anybody
everybody that
that just support
support
and fuck with me,
and
man.
buy the and get his merch. That's very important, man. Listen, I'm a part of the Jones. I can finish it off for him. I could do that. I don't think anybody else can do that. But let me tell y'all something, man. We appreciate and thank everyone that even bought a wristband or ever bought a CD or bought a ticket. Just support it. You know what I mean? Because if you don't have support, it's like the only way you'll grow if you get that support. Yes, I can grow within we can grow within ourselves, but having the support make us go even harder at work at what we do for y'all. So we appreciate y'all.
Right.
And please support Music Is Me. That's the Jones and my brand. This is our brand. And I rather put it in the Jones hands, like let him take it. I told him that before. But we both are Music Is Me. Go support the Jones, man. We appreciate y'all. And y'all already know, man, we gonna come back too, man. You got any last words, any final words for them, the Jones?
Hey man, just keep grinding, live how you want to live. I said, man, keep peace in your heart, man. Remember, man, God lives within, man.
You already know. Salute. Music Is Me Radio.